Clock is ticking. Brave Ukrainian soldiers and civilians are dying. Failure to support Ukraine in this critical moment will never be forgotten in history. It will be measured, and it will have impact for decades to come.
If Ukraine gets the arms, they can win. But if they don't get the arms, they could certainly lose. They would certainly lose.
That was President Biden, as well as Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who traveled to Ukraine this week, calling for more aid to Ukraine as year 3 of the conflict has begun. With U.S. aid to Ukraine in limbo and notable Russian gains on the battlefield this week, we travel to Ukraine again, where there is no end to the war in sight. A war I watched from Ukraine 2 years ago this weekend as Russia unleashed its brutal assault.
It began before dawn. A powerful volley of Russian missiles striking targets across Ukraine. But predictions that Russia would quickly control Ukraine were simply wrong. Instead, it has been a slow, deadly grind on battlefields, in cities and towns. A massive loss of life and property that has affected every community. There is no better example than this. 2 years ago, just outside of the vibrant city of Lviv in western Ukraine, stood this barren, grassy field. And this is that field today, filled with hundreds and hundreds of graves of soldiers killed within the last 2 years. Fathers, brothers, sons, now gone. Their loved ones, even while air raid sirens wail, left only with gardens to tend in their honor. Mothers like Natalia, whose 38-year-old son, Adam, died just over a month ago. What would your message be to Russia? If all of the world would unite together against Russia, this war would stop, she tells me. But Russian forces are far from halting their aggression. In southeastern Ukraine this week, Ukrainian soldiers forced to withdraw from the key town of Avdiivka, a significant gain for Russia and a loss that one Ukrainian commander blames on lack of manpower and dwindling reserves of ammunition. Soldiers calling the Battle of Avdiivka a slaughter, the loss of life immense, the number of wounded overwhelming hospitals. The casualties are arriving constantly at this hospital. You can see that line of ambulances, and right now they are taking patients out to transfer them to other hospitals. This is Mechnikov Hospital in Dnipro, where only the most severely wounded of those fighters gets treated. Dr. Sergei Rozhenko heads the hospital and has been there since the invasion began. These soldiers are from Avdiivka.
Yes, a lot of soldiers from Avdiivka, very, very serious wounded.
More than
yes.
Other places.
Yes.
In the last 2 years, doctors here have treated more than 25,000 wounded soldiers, transfused 14 tons of blood, amputated more than 3,500 limbs, and performed more than 1,300 brain surgeries. American neurosurgeon Dr. Rocco Armanda is here volunteering in Ukraine for the second time since the war began. He now practices in Washington, D.C., but began his career as an army surgeon. You had so many injuries during Iraq and Afghanistan and treated soldiers from those wars. How does this compare?
That was 1/10 of the number of patients that I've seen here. What we had over 20 years of war is basically what they've had in 2 years, very simply put.
Dr. Amanda performed brain surgery this day 5 times. We watched him in the operating room remove shrapnel from the brain of a young, severely injured Ukrainian soldier hit by artillery. No matter what, this is a long, long recovery.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a long recovery in terms of his traumatic brain injury, but it's frontal lobe, so his chances for recovery are actually much, much better.
Dr. Amanda says lack of U.S. aid as the war drags on is clearly having an impact. You know that the aid has been held up. Do you think that has made a difference?
The less firepower you have, the more casualties you have, the more lives are lost. It's directly related.
He says he was inspired to volunteer here again because of the oath he took in the U.S. Army.
Tell me why you are so committed.
I'm committed because at West Point, when I was a cadet and when I became commissioned as an officer, we swore an oath to the Constitution to defend the United States against enemies, foreign and domestic. This is a foreign enemy. Russia is an enemy against the United States, against democracy, against human rights, against all of civilization. And if there's ever a place, a time where America needs to lead, this is the place.
In the hospital hallway, we met the family and mother of a young soldier, Roman, in the ICU after being shot in the abdomen. You never know how hard it is until your own son is hurt, she told me, calling this war a meat grinder. But despite the loss, the pain, and no end in sight, soldiers keep fighting, the majority volunteers.
We are with the 3rd Assault Brigade in Ukraine. We can't say exactly where we are, but this is one of the fiercest brigades in all of Ukraine.
This soldier, who goes by call sign Center, has been in the Ukrainian army since 2017. At this training facility, he told me the fight is getting more difficult.
How important is U.S. aid?
We are defending with old rusty Soviet weapons, he tells me. If we had more Western weapons, Western airplanes and artillery, we would have been at least 3 times more effective. Still, he says, he'll keep up the fight. But for many other soldiers and many of the people of Ukraine who have lost so much, there is weariness here that has settled in on this anniversary and a profound sense of uncertainty.